This is Poonam Sagar from Indoindians.com, and today I have a very special guest with me, Bela Tata. Hi, Bela. How are you doing?
Hi, Poonam.
It's so nice to have you. The other day we were talking, and you had so many questions about the Indo-Indians Extraordinary Women's Awards. So I thought we'll have a little conversation and kind of answer any questions that you might have, and which might also resonate with a whole lot of our other audience as well.
Okay.
So, the Extraordinary Women's Award is our first time that we are doing it, and it is an occasion to acknowledge and recognize women from the community.
I agree.
So, go ahead. Tell me, what were your initial thoughts or your questions?
Okay, my first thing is when I saw it, it was like, I couldn't think of a better thing that you had done. So many women that we know over here are doing so many different things, and they
Yeah.
mostly go unacknowledged, unappreciated, right? So I thought it was a great initiative on your part, Indo-Indians' part, to bring these women into the limelight and appreciate them for whatever they are doing. So
Yeah.
that's for that.
Thank you. I think it's high time we stood up to recognize them.
Each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was looking at that thing, the first question that came to my mind is like, what is the process? Like, what are we supposed to do? How do we help each other? What do we do in this?
So, we've been when we look around us from the community, there are some people who suddenly, they when we start thinking, these are the people who come to our mind
Yeah.
first, and they come to our mind because of the impact they have made either on our lives or on the lives of the people around us.
Yes.
And so this is so if we can think of any such women within the Indian community in Indonesia, then we just hop on to Indoindians.com, click on nominate, and fill the nomination form. It's fairly simple. The nomination form does require some detail in terms of what the person has done, what is the impact she has made, because the jury will decide based on what is submitted on who the winner will be.
Okay. Now, since you mentioned the jury, could we have some information about what's going to happen with our nominations?
Yes. So we are at this moment collecting all the nominations. We have a number of nominations that have come in, and we are, still in the process of finalizing the jury. And we will be announcing the jury a month before the award ceremony. The award ceremony is at the moment planned for the 8th of July.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so the jury will look at all the nominations, and we might even, reach back to the people who've nominated them and ask them if for more references, for more details, like a photograph or something else, because we still haven't collected the photographs of the nominees so far.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Like when I looked at the form, yes, there are a lot of very open-ended questions over there, which allow us to promote our candidate or our person whom we are nominating. But yes, there was no place to upload photographs or documents. So that's when I asked you, what do we do with the photos or documents that we have? How
Yeah.
do we share this?
Yes. So at this moment, we are just sending emails to say, yes, thank you, we have received your nomination. In fact, the confirmation of submission also appears in the browser once you submit the form, after which we send an email saying thank you for your nomination. And then we are giving it some time because we need to collate all the nominations and then be able to ask for more details.
Yes, that I get.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
Okay, so another discussion conversation that we had was what if the person you have in mind doesn't really fit into one of those categories which are there?
Yeah.
What can we do to?
In fact, after I spoke to you, and I thought that was such a good suggestion that we've added another category which says others. So if they don't fit among the various categories that have been defined, just put them in the others category. Maybe in the open-ended questions, you can add a little note about which category you would like to assign them to.
Right, right.
Yeah, I
That's
think that was a great suggestion because these categories are basically an indication of where all these people could be making an impact.
Yes.
But sometimes there are no categories which can be defined for people who are making impact in various fields.
So if I have probably two people or three people in mind under the same category, is it okay if I was to nominate?
Absolutely, yes. In fact, you can nominate more than one person, and many people can nominate the same person. Uh, Another question I received recently was somebody has nominated a friend, and she called me and she said, "How can I log into your website and see what has been written about me or what somebody has nominated?" So at this moment, that information is not public. Nobody can log in to see who has nominated whom or what they've written about them. I think once the jury awards the winners, then we actually do little interviews and publish a lot of information about the winners.
Yeah. Okay. So another question that I had was these. I had the question in my head just now and it's gone.
So while you remember your question, I just wanted to say that at this moment the nominations are open to women who are 18 years or older
Mhm.
and are a resident of Indonesia. So they can be ethnic Indians, they can be people of Indian origin, or Indian expat women. So this is the kind of nominees that we are looking for. And yes, please also do consider how what an impact they have made on the community around you, the impact. Many a time we look at somebody and say, oh, that person is very, very successful because she is an employee or, she's working in company XYZ. Well, that's very great and we really appreciate that. But we also need to consider the impact they make on the community.
Lovely. Yes. So my question, Poonam, was: does it matter? Does it have value if a lot of people nominate the same person? Or
Absolutely. It has value. That means, well, it's a reflection of the impact that person has made.
right?
Yeah.
So we should probably, if you're trying to promote our candidate, ask people to nominate them or just leave it.
That's up to you. I have not set any guidelines on the website for this. There are no guidelines. It just talks about, you know, um, what is the impact they have made, how the community has benefited from her efforts, how many people have benefited. Does she coach others in a way that motivates or encourages other people to excel? So it's all about motivating and recognizing people, acknowledging them, and hoping that more people would thus get inspired to do something similar.
Another question I had was you say, in fact, one of the first questions on the form is: do you have permission to nominate this person?
Yeah.
What if I don't?
Then you say no.
And then where do I get the information about that person?
So if they have actually made such an impact to you
Mhm.
that you're not even waiting to get permission from them, but you already have information from interactions with them or from
Yes.
what you've heard about them, so then you enter that information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you will at some point reach out to the nominees.
I will. I will reach out to the nominees after we have an end date for nominations. In fact, there's a timeline on my website which says that this is a timeline of the various nominations. And once that is done, then we will start reaching out to all the nominees.
Okay.
So yes, if
Great.
any other questions, people please feel free to type them in the comments below, and we will respond to them as best as we can. Bela, thank you so much for all those questions. I think this has helped to explain the awards in a clearer manner, such that everybody can nominate such
I'm
women.
sure this will be a very, very successful initiative. It's
Thank you.
wonderful what you are doing, and all
More
success.
power, more power to all of us.
More power to all the women.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bela.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Poonam.
your time.
Thank you.
Bye.